Hey, Justice League. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Thank you for tuning in. We'll give it, I don't know, 30 more seconds and we'll get started. Again, happy Monday morning to everyone. Happy Monday morning to you. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU, and I am an extraterrestrial spirit guide here for the 10th and final time on this journey into the physical on this planet. I appreciate you, first of all, and what you bring to the planet, what you bring to the channel, to this platform, and that includes karmics. Okay, investigators, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, FBI, CIA, DEA, Interpol, secret societies, karmics from my past. Um, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, there's a couple of nuggets, okay, that I want to share. This is the first time in a little bit that I've gone 24 hours without a reading, posting a live psychic reading. So I decided this morning here in Da Nang when I woke up that I was going to take the day and yeah, just take the day for myself. And that's what I was guided to do. Um, the energy has been great. My crown chakra has been just lit. Okay, it's just been lit, literally just like just bumping, just bumping. Um, the energy. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Monday morning to you. All right, and the energy has been Herb Albert's rise. Okay, Herb Albert's rise. Okay, so it's been this kind of energy today. Okay, it's been this kind of energy today. Okay, just chillaxing. Okay, just relaxing and enjoying the day, enjoying the energy. Okay, all right. So we're going to go ahead and get into another psychic investigation read. The nuggets. Okay, so OthramLabs. When I was meditating before going live, OthramLabs. Okay, so OthramLabs. They are a private organization that helps investigative agencies um, and that with DNA research and that sort of thing. And specifically, I heard genome sequencing. Genome sequencing. Okay. Hello, hello, Grand Rising Lisa. Grand Rising Lisa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being one of the top fans here on, I was going to say Esoteric Guidance. That's the Shadow Band channel. For those of you who do not know, Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, is the other and original channel that has been shadow banned by YouTube's employees, what have you, okay? But you can go over there and there's 800 and something videos posted there, not just energetic readings, but also the majority of it is canonical texts and things, and me sharing my journey, journals, and story of the Warlock and witches and all that sort of thing that have come against me on my journey. Excuse me. Divine source, there's something about a crucifix, okay? So you might need to have some type of DNA test done to determine which family you actually belong to, okay? Your royal bloodline, okay? Yeah, okay. And there's something about a crucifix. I don't know if you wear a crucifix. I don't know if you have a crucifix in your house. I don't know. Something about a crucifix, okay? There also could be something about a crucifixion, okay? Someone trying to sacrifice you for your beliefs, okay? They don't like what you think. They don't like what you speak. I know the karmics don't like what I speak, all right? But get your ass in here and sit down and learn something, you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, all right, so that's the energy. Herb Albert's Rise. Okay, that's the energy of today. Mayat, okay, is the Egyptian deity that's standing out to me today at this current time for this reading, and that is for truth and fairness, the number 13, okay? The number 13. You could be a Scorpio moon sign, sun sign, ascendant sign, okay? Or what have you, all right? So, Mayat, all right? I think I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, all right? So, let's go ahead and get into it. On top of the stack, we have go outside today, okay? Beyond going to work or business or what have you. Go outside, spend some time outside. It might be a little chilly, all right? Today was a beautiful day today in Da Nang, Vietnam. It was, I don't know, 78 degrees or something like that. Sunny day, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much, everyone. If you would like to have, for those of you who have booked, okay? For those of you who have booked an esoteric conversation with me, thank you so much. I am offering for a limited time 30-minute free esoteric guidance conversations with me. In those conversations, it's not just about tarot. It's not just about the cards, okay? It's about a conversation, okay? And it is about your journey, okay? And how you can become the highest, purest, truest form of yourself. That is the goal. That is the purpose. That's why I am here. For the 10th and final time, I am a Master Builder 33. That is a Master Teacher, okay? So let's go ahead and roll the dice, see what we get. Okay, we have a 9, okay? A 9. All right, so September, your birthday, someone else's, okay? Another 9. Okay, so we have 9, 9. Okay, 9, 9. You could be seeing 9s, okay? Currently in Da Nang, it is 7:44. Okay, 7:44. And 11. Okay, so we have 9, 9. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender times 5,000 with vengeance and a sword. Thank you, Divine Source. All right. So we have 9911. Someone might need to call 911 on top of the stack. Again, we have someone needs medical assistance. All right. So 911. Medical assistance is needed for someone. Okay. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Oh, Taraji P. Henson. That's the one celebrity that I know was born on 9/11 this lifetime. We have a lot of celebrity energy come out here, and we look their information up, investigators and collective, for synchronicity. So welcome in. Thank you, Divine Source, for my journey. I'm thankful that you sewed me into a karmic family. I'm thankful that you sent me on my Joseph journey from birth. I'm thankful. Okay? And today I rejoice in that journey. I rejoice in this journey. I'm thankful for it. Okay? It hasn't always been that way. I recall back when I was still crying out for the Scorpio, okay, 3 years ago, I remember being in my office. And because of witchcraft and that, I didn't know that that's what was going on at the time. But because of witchcraft and that, she, her family, and whoever else she's involved with was doing witchcraft against my businesses, along with Judy and Kevin and several others. Okay. And I remember sitting in my office, and at a point in time, I think for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe, I slept in my office. I lived at my office, okay, in Daytona Beach, Florida. And as I was looking for a place for me and my Connie Corso sweet Sadie, okay, don't you know we love you, sweet Sadie, okay, place no one above you, sweet Sadie, okay. And I remember just sobbing. I remember just sobbing. I was just devastated, because even though I was not in my North Node, and I was just starting to go into my dark night of the soul. I remember I was devastated. Okay, with all the synchronicities, I remember that. Okay, so we are 16 days apart, born the same year. That's an 8 and an 8. Okay. We were both born in the Midwest. We both wanted to go to Notre Dame. There's so many things, okay, that perhaps she knew, or perhaps she was lying. I don't know, okay, about some things. But I remember just sobbing in my office, and clients would be coming in, and my eyes would be all bloodshot red, and it was horrible, okay? So it hasn't always been roses, okay? And roses have thorns, so it always hasn't been sunflowers, and sunflower is my favorite flower. But so if you're going through that at this time, I want you to know that there is a light, and there is a way to out of that. Okay. Woo! This is gonna be a long reading. Whoa. This is gonna be a long reading. Divine is ready to speak. Divine source, ancestors of mine, ancestors of the collective, ancestors of the investigators. Welcome in. Thank you so much for speaking through me. Okay. On the floor, balance. Okay. So something's being brought into balance, or something about you, investigators or collective, needs to be balanced. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles for you being hard at work. Okay. You being hard at work, utilizing the resources that you currently have. Okay. This is balance. Okay. Also, this speaks to your masculine and feminine energy. Okay. You need both. Okay. You need both your masculine and your feminine energy, male or female. You need both. Okay. We have the Star card out here. You could resonate with being an earth angel. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. We have you prospering anywhere. Again, that goes along with the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have the 2 of Cups. Confirmation. That's a double confirmation on the Ace of Pentacles. And the only we have the 8 of Swords. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. All right. And the Ace of Wands. Someone could be taking a lot of pills at this time. Again, all right. So let's go ahead and place these within the stack and go from there. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay, feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into this live as you get ready to go to work, as you get ready to go see clients, as you get ready to go see suspects, investigators, as you get ready to go see whoever it is that you're getting ready to go see, or whatever your day involves. Return to sender, divine source. Please clear my throat chakra, okay, from all the bullshit that they try to do to silence us, okay? All of the information for that free 30-minute esoteric conversation with me is in the comments or in the description section of this video, or will be, okay? You can go to prior videos and find that information. I look forward to the conversations of those of you who have already scheduled. Okay. It's time to take off. That's what I just got. It's time to take off. Take off like a rocket ship. It's time to take off. Again, Herb Albert's Rise. It's time to take off, collective. It's time to take off. Okay? So, okay, we have a claustrophobic energy out here. Okay, a claustrophobic energy. This could be you, collective. You could be claustrophobic. This could be trauma, PTSD, suffered energetically, or this could be a physical thing. Okay, we often hear about how families will take a child and they will keep the child in the closet, physical closet, not feed them, not give them nourishment, not let them go outside, give them limited amounts of water, okay? This could be PTSD, confirmation click. Thank you, ancestors. This could be a PTSD thing with you, okay? Healing is possible, okay? Or someone is feeling very claustrophobic now because they're sitting around 4 and 5 investigators and private eyes, FBI agents, in the interrogation room. So someone could be feeling claustrophobic, okay, in the interrogation room. That is on one side of the Ace of Wands, okay? So claustrophobic energy because of some type of truth, okay? And we have synchronized evil, okay? Have you ever seen synchronized swimming? That's beautiful, okay? Someone could be a swimmer. Synchronized evil, a collaboration of evil forces, a collaboration of evil forces that's about to get taken down. Raids, open up police, SWAT, what have you, okay? This could be at a government building, okay? This could be at a government building. Hey, Donna. Good to see you. Hey, Donna. Okay. So we're looking at STDs. We're looking at STDs. Okay. Sexually transmitted diseases, sexually transmitted demons, sexually transmitted distractions, spiritually transmitted distractions from the synchronized evil. That could give you spiritual PTSD, right? As my left ear, woo, 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 okay? Some type of spiritually transmitted something, or sexually. On the other side of STDs, we have the Magician, okay? So someone could have come to you with an STD. When you started dating him, when you started dating her, they had an STD and they were trying to infect you with this, but you were protected from this. Again, from my journey with the Scorpio, I I got shingles 2 months after I moved in with her. That could have been because of poisoning, or that could have been because of some STD that she did not tell me about that she was trying to infect me with. Okay? But my immune system fought it off. Shingles, any immune virus is your body fighting off something. Okay? So it's a trigger. Okay? It's a trigger. So healing energy to alchemize that. There is some serious throat chakra blockages going on. What the fuck? Serious. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I reciprocate that love and that blessing energy to you. I reciprocate that to you. Okay? This says, I've been busy preparing for you. I'm on my way to you now. That's what this card says. Okay? So for those of you who resonate and know you are in position to receive a divine love from him or her, whichever you are not. Okay, you can't be a homosexual and be in a divine union. You can't be a lesbian and be in a divine union. That is not the way the journey works. You can do whatever you want to, but you can't, if you want to be your highest, purest, truest self, and if you have been going that way, bisexual or whatever, and now you are waking up and want to be your highest, purest, truest self, this is synchronized evil, STDs and all of that, okay? This is synchronized evil that you need to rid your spirit of. I've never done a reading where the throat chakra blockage has been so much. Relax and have a drink. Some of you might need to when you get home, okay? Or if you have the day off from work, okay? Wow. Wow. Okay? So, relax and have a drink. That is on the star card. Again, you could resonate with being a star seed of any sort, Palladian, Atlantis, okay? Any type of, also Mayan, the Mayan people, okay? You may resonate with the Mayan people and indigenous people, okay? That could be the genome sequencing. When they run your blood test, OthramLabs, when they run your blood test, they might find out, whoa, they really do have an extremely rare blood type. We've never seen this blood type before. We don't have this on record. Who are they? Okay. We have the initials RJ, KJ, SJ, OJ, AJ, LJ. Okay. Ooh. Yesterday, I was on YouTube and I saw someone who I haven't seen in some years. Oh my goodness. This person, it's a female. Okay. And we were close. She's married and all of that. It's yeah. Okay. And I had been connected to them since like 2008, maybe 7, 8, something like that. And she has gained probably 50 plus pounds. When I saw her, I could not believe it. I mean, and again, we all go through those, weight fluctuations and all. I could not believe it. Oh my goodness. She is fat as hell. And she used to be fit, thin, slim, like a young Vivica Fox. But she is fat as hell now. I mean, just like, wow. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So when you see someone next time, collective, you might be surprised at their appearance. I was speechless. I was just like, wow, what has happened to, I could not believe it. And again, that could be backfires, okay? When the healer leaves the room, there's no more healing energy in there. When the healer leaves the room, okay? Okay, so we have drinks out here again. Okay, so relax and have a drink, have a drink, have a drink. Okay, again, when you get home, don't have a drink before you go to work. That's not responsible. Okay. Nah, they cannot, Lisa. They can only attempt to try. They can only attempt to try. Okay, they can't stop us. Okay, they can't stop us. Okay. Getting ice cubes, no Vaseline. Okay. All right, so somebody's getting fucked out their green by a white boy, and that white boy just means some karmic ass who's stealing. That doesn't mean white people, because no one's white. First of all, we go through this collective. We go through this, investigators. No one's white or black. Okay, that's systemic racism. Okay, but yeah. Okay, so on this balance energy, again, masculine, feminine energy, it needs to be balanced. Sometimes you need to be Mamba and Mambasita, and sometimes you can be the soft, quiet, nurturing Empress and Emperor. Again, a balance. Again, I use a lot of people, I'm talking about celebrities, okay, use a lot of people in describing this energy. And the one that stands out to me a lot is Morris Chestnut. Okay, someone's name could be Morris, first name, middle name, last name, Tom, Thomas, Eric. Okay, balanced energy. Okay. There's some type of tsunami on the way. This could be a tsunami of information. Okay, you could be flooded with information. If you have a YouTube channel, this could be your channel finally taking off because the karmics have been shut down. Okay, this could be your YouTube channel. Also, by the way, let me remind us, there are karmic readers here on YouTube and everywhere. There are karmic people who say, yeah, I'm a truth seer, I'm a psychic, I'm this, I'm that. And they're karmic as hell. How can you tell if someone's karmic or low vibrational? If they ever tell you, listen to me, if they ever tell you to go back to someone from your past, I don't give a fuck who it is. If they ever tell you to go back to somebody from your past that divine has removed, I can guarantee you 100%, 10 out of 10. You could be seeing 10 out of 10 times. Do not ever, ever accept that individual back into your life. Do not ever. Don't. You can forgive them and you can continue on because forgiveness is for you. When you forgive, it's not for the one who needs to be forgiven. Okay? Forgiveness is helping you, collective investigators. It's helping you in your journey. Investigators, I hope you're meditating on your cases. Okay? So some type of tsunami. Okay, again, this could be information. Okay? And again, you're prospering wherever you are, collective. You're prospering wherever you are. Okay? Willis, Williams, Williamson, and William. Okay? Grand Rising, Marcel, Grand Rising. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? So, Willis, Williams, Williamson, and Williams, and one of those might be a dumb bitch. You see that? Okay? All right? Just for definition, a bitch is a low vibrational woman, and a motherfucker is a low vibrational man, just for synchronicity. Okay? Again, welcome in karmics. I feel like I need to say that. Welcome in karmics. On the Eight of Pentacles, we have Jelly Bean. Okay, I said Mamba and Mambasita. Okay? So, Kobe Jelly Bean Bryant. Every day, all day. Okay? Or you could be eating jelly beans. You could like jelly beans. You could be, yeah, okay? I like the assorted, different flavored jelly beans, okay? I do not like black licorice, okay? I don't like black licorice. Black is nasty. I don't like it, all right? To me. Someone's clamoring for your attention, collective. Someone's clamoring for your attention, Okay. And again, this could be your platform or whatever you do for business taking off. This could be what this is. Okay. So you starting to get clients, you starting to take off your business, whatever it is that you're doing, that could be the tsunami. Okay. It doesn't have to be a weather, and that says physical tsunami, but that doesn't have to be what that means for everyone here in the collective. Okay. Divine Source, thank you for the collective and protecting us on our journey as always. Okay. Attorney or PI is sexing their client. Okay. Investigators. Okay. I think this is a breach of attorney-client privilege or abuse of attorney-client privilege. Okay. Or whatever. If a PI, I don't know what it's called, if a private investigator or agent, what is it called if an FBI agent is fucking on somebody who they're interrogating or whatever, right? I don't know what that's called. Okay. But there's someone in this energy who's fucking the attorney who's representing them in court. Okay. And this is to save them money. Okay. This is to save them money. So they don't have money to pay the investigator. They don't have money to pay the attorney. Okay. They don't have money to pay the investigator, so they give them ass instead. Okay? Someone's name could be Jacqueline, Jackie, Robinson, Marie, Mary. Okay? Somebody could be born in the month of December, and your journey collective that resonates with you with this message at this time. Something about a classic bait and switch. Okay? So a catfish, classic bait and switch energy. On the other side of classic bait and switch, we got the pills. Okay. Again, as my nose itches. Okay. So on the other side, we have Maurice and chamomile. Okay. So someone might need to take or use chamomile for whatever reason. Maurice might need chamomile tea, or chamomile in some other form. Okay? Maurice. Jenkins, the name Jenkins, investigators, Jenkins. Two of Cups energy on abandoned properties they stole from you. Okay, so someone abandoned the property that they stole for you. Okay, in some cases they damaged it, burned it, sold it. Okay, and in some cases they just left because they realized they were being watched by agents and they were not going to be able to stay there. So they just left. Okay. Also, I don't speak about her very often, but my first wife, whom I married when I was in the military, 8 years Army. My first wife, okay, when I went off to Germany in 1998, okay, Kevin was a polygamist, still is, okay. Yeah, he's just incarcerated today, okay, serving 40 to 60 years. He's been there for 11 years, and I was on the prosecution team that put him there, okay. Kevin has been a polygamist forever, okay? And it's not a secret. All of them know each other. All the women know each other. There's a mother and two daughters who were part of that. So a mother brought her daughters into that situation. In fact, there's two mothers and their daughters who's a part of that, okay? The name Janet or Lucille, Lucy, Indianapolis, okay? The name Etienne, okay? Lucas, okay, and she ended up sending me a letter when I was in Germany and told me that she was not going to come with me because I went over first for housing for her and our daughter. She then told me that she was not going to be coming to Germany with me. And I'm like, okay. And again, I was still naive at this time, even at 23, I think I was when I went to Germany, okay. Even at 23 and having seen Kevin do this to numerous families for decades, or for a long time, I was naive to the fact that he would ever do this to someone who he considered his own son. Again, at that time, I thought he was my biological father. And so she left me for him. The woman that I was married to with our daughter left me for the man who I thought was my daddy. Okay, so you might be asking yourself today, who is my daddy? Okay, not who's your daddy, but who's my daddy? Collective. Okay. A disappearing act. Okay. So with this abandoned property here, okay, someone jetted. They just left. Okay. And now investigators are looking for them. They could have traveled overseas, passports, whether legitimate or fake, okay? Nova Scotia, Nevada, and Naples. Investigators could resonate for one of your cases at this time. We have Lavina Lynn Johnson. That is, speaking of the military, that is a cold case. Well, it's not a cold case, but it's a case that the military is lying to her family about and the public. Lavina Lynn Johnson was killed by a higher ranking NCO, okay? That is a non-commissioned officer in the military, okay? So, Lavina Lynn Johnson energy out here, okay? That was not suicide. Something about witness protection. You could be going into the witness protection program, collective, okay? And this could be part of the information that is going to be coming out here in regards to this tsunami of information, okay? Witness protection program, okay? Some of you might already be in the witness protection program without your knowledge. That is on one side of the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Hey, Omega. Hey, Omega. How are you? All right. So, Eight of Swords energy on undercover government programs. It's the only thing on this card. Undercover government programs. Okay. Looking at the names Raven and Simone. Speaking of lesbian relationships, Raven and Simone. Again, for this energy read, these could be two separate individuals, Raven and Simone, okay? Simon, Simmons, Simeon, okay? Where should we go, collective? I said collective. Well, yeah, where should we go, collective? Where should we go, collective? Okay, you might be getting ready to select a place to go. Where should we go, collective? Do you want to stay in the house that was abandoned? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to tear it down and rebuild on this land? What do you want to do? Okay, we're looking at Korean, so someone's Korean in this energy. Also Portuguese, Brazil, Indonesia, and Spain. Korean. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more energies. Let's get these. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you so much for starting out your morning with me. I know, again, as always, you could be doing a lot of other things, okay? Okay, we have a package arriving. Okay, we have a package arriving. We have a Leo energy, Leo inner strength card, okay? Leo energy. Someone's needing medical assistance, and we have the Knight of Swords landing on needing assistance. We have the Knight of Swords landing on needing medical assistance. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody physically, you know, their health is not well. They're not doing good. Okay, they could pass in the ambulance. They could go in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. They may not even make it breathing. Okay, declared deceased by the time they get to the hospital. But as we know, that's what happens when you fuck around with high vibrational beings, okay? This is what happens when you abuse unconditional love. This is what happens, all right? When they come against you, collective, look. The investigators could be watching these families and watching these people die and get sick and wondering what is going on. It's just backfires, investigators. It's just protection for those who speak the truth and who are lovers of it. Okay? That's all it is. We don't do witchcraft. Okay? We're just protected. Okay? Leo energy. And we have the Five of Cups on the floor. Okay? So that's a confirmation. Five of Cups on the floor with this hospitalization and someone looking back and thinking, man, I really fucked up. I shouldn't have let her go. I shouldn't have let him go. Why was I lured into karmic ass activity? Why didn't I change? Why didn't I awaken? Why didn't I get on my spiritual journey? Someone's asking themselves all of those questions. Okay? And we have the Ace of Swords out here. So Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords. Again, I said a delivery. Thank you so much for the love. Okay? And that this package landed on 2222. Okay? And this is for feminine forces. Okay? You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor communicate, or I say honor communication. So honor communication, but it says commitments. Honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge, listen. So I've looked into this numerous times in my own spiritual journey and deciphering between judging and discerning. Okay? And so the earthly explanation given for discerning versus judgment, judgment is said to come from the ego. Okay? Is what judgment is. Discernment, okay, is said to come from your higher self. Okay? To me, you need a mix of both. Okay? You need to look the karmic asses in the face and be able to say, you did wrong, you came against me, you came against my bloodline, and now my ancestors are going to whoop your ass. Okay? And you need discernment to walk away. Okay? From those who no longer serve your good or never had intentions to. Some of these individuals out here, like this LARPer, okay, spiritual impersonator, some of these individuals never had your good in mind. Never. Never. Okay? Some of them could be backtracking. What do I mean by backtracking, collective and investigators? So when you were around someone, things were flourishing, okay? Because that's the energy that you bring. You bring prosperity, okay? You bring abundance. As an employee, as an employer, as a solo artist in your business, whatever it is that you do in your family, okay, you bring prosperity. And these individuals now have no money. Now they're lost spiritually. Now they fat as hell, okay? And that is a physical demonstration of what is going on the inside. If you ever see someone, collective, if you ever see someone and they are physically out of shape, barring medical issues, and this is true, and again, this could be you, okay? And again, don't take it personally. Just do something about it, okay? If someone is out of shape, okay, morbidly obese, 100 pounds overweight, 60 pounds overweight, and when you last saw them, they were not that way, that's a spiritual thing. So to that individual, that's a spiritual thing. I almost said her name. That's a spiritual thing, okay? There is no way if you were living healthy and right, treating yourself the way you want to be treated, you would be gaining 50 pounds of just lard ass. There's no way. Okay? What does that mean, Omega? Just Midas for others. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Justice League 777. Yeah, Justice League 777. I saw the Hierophant. It didn't come out. We have Manifestation. Where are we doing with time? Okay, we are approaching an hour. Okay, we're like 50 minutes. We have a double confirmation with a package collective. We have a double confirmation with a package. Now someone's in the 9 of Swords. Okay, again, they're going down. They going down. 'Cause you ain't around. Their whole world's upside down. Yes, yes, collect. Oh. Justice League, I'm going to have to borrow that one. I'm going to have to borrow that one. Exercise is an exorcism. I'm going to have to borrow that one, baby. I'm going to have to use that. That's good. That's good. Okay? Exercise is an exorcism. That's good. I like that. So double confirmation with the package, something arriving again. Don't have any expectation of when. Just know that your ancestors and divine source will. Okay? Package, information. Okay? Someone knocking on your door. Okay? Someone ringing your bell. Okay? You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring a ring a ring. You can ring my bell. You can ring my bell. Ring a ring. Ring it. Okay. Again, thank you so much for everyone who's tuning in. Thank you so much for the likes. We have 16 in the room and 9 likes. 25 could be significant for you. You could be a life path 2, a life path 5, or a life path 7. 25. Something could happen, some type of argument or something on Christmas. By the way, any of you doing any Christmas parties or any of that sort of thing, your company, anything, Christmas parties, I remember going to those. Okay. Preston, Zane, Katie, and Walter. Preston, Zane, Katie, and Walter, investigators. Okay? Any one of these could be the spiritual LARPer. Okay? And someone's lying about a death. So, this is what I get for my situation and the Warlock whose name is Kevin. This is what I get for him. He could have faked his death or filed a false death certificate, false death certificate, okay? And started using someone else's social security number and name. Again, he has used my information. He has used his children's information, okay? Because he has like 16 or 17 to choose from. 16 or 17 different social security numbers to choose from. Okay. The Korean could have lied about their death. Maurice could have lied about their death. Preston, Katie, Zane, Walter could have lied about their death. The one who's fucking on their attorney could lie about their death. Okay. Also, someone humping on their attorney or allowing their attorney to hump on them. This individual, this could be co-workers. Okay, it doesn't have to be someone who's representing them in the court. This could be something like their supervisor or something at a law firm. Okay, this could be a PI with their secretary. Okay. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm always humbled by I got a message today. From someone whose initials on the check for their YouTube account is DC, and I was just really humbled and yeah, just really humbled by her words. And um, yeah, I never take those things lightly. I never take those things lightly. I do not take them for granted. And truthfully, whatever popularity there is that's to come to me, in this star energy, whatever popularity, where's the star card? Wherever popularity that is to come for me through this star energy, the higher I go, the more humble I'll become. That's just how I am. That's just the nature of who I am. Okay? All right? Except against the karmics. Alethea, Alberta, or Albert. Okay? Alethea, Albert, or Alberta. Okay, could be Alberta, Canada. Investigators, Alberta, Canada Collective. Okay? That is on one side of the manifestation. So someone could have been manifesting off of you, or your name is Albert, Alethea, or Albert, okay? And you are now alchemizing this energy. Okay? On one side of the Leo energy, we have the Warlock is dead now. Look, this says the Warlock is dead now. So there's a Warlock in this energy. They could be a part of a secret society. Okay? There is a Warlock here that is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Okay? Somebody's playing taps. Someone could be in the military and they could get a military burial. Okay? Because your strength took them down, collective investigators. Your strength took them down because you were unrelenting. That's one of my favorite words. One of my favorite words is unrelenting. Okay? Or relentless. Okay? One of my favorite words. Got a too short song going on in my head. Okay? You are in your Job experience, okay? With this tsunami of information, you're going to be coming out of it, though. Okay, you see that? All right. We don't have any, I don't see any, we haven't gotten any messages out here. Arvada, Colorado, and Springs, okay? This individual, okay? There could be a private investigator in Colorado. Okay. Cecilia, Jillian, Jill, Gill, Kenny Gill, Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill. Let me talk about Johnny Gill for a moment. My. You sure look good tonight. Okay? Johnny Gill, one of the most amazing voices. Highly underrated. Johnny Gill is highly underrated. Okay? He reminds me of also him and Aaron Hall. I don't remember what Aaron Hall's group was. But Aaron Hall, those names, investigators, Aaron Hall, okay? And Johnny and Gill, or Jillian Gill. Gills, however, okay? Shout out to the spirit of Johnny Gill. Shout out to you, man. I've been loving you for a long time. Johnny Gill for a long, man. Johnny Gill is, yeah. Again, look. So we have Williams out here, and now we have William. This name is extremely significant for this psychic investigation reading. William. Okay? William is on one side of the Five of Pentacles, or excuse me, I said Five of Pentacles. So William's in the Five of Pentacles in addition to being in the Five of Cups. A William is in the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Regret. This could be a religious ass person. Okay? They could be on Facebook posting messages about what they preach and all that bullshit, wearing the robes. You know how religious ass people do it. You know, they got the robes on and all that kind of thing, you know? Okay. Something about a Gen Xer, okay? That is probably the majority of us in here, okay, at this time. Gen X, okay? I tried to poison you by putting toxins in your food or drink, your karmic lover. Okay, I tried to poison you by putting stuff in your food or drink, your karmic lover. Jeremiah, the name Jeremiah could resonate, investigators, okay? Jeremiah 29:11. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the thoughts I have towards you, says the Lord, to prosper you, not to harm you, but to give you hope and a future." If you need a little pick-me-up and you need to know that your ancestors and divine source has your back, go take a look at Jeremiah 29:11. Someone tried to take you out. They now could be a murder suspect. Okay? So that is on one side of the Two of Cups. So this is someone you had some type of relationship with. Again, this could be family. Okay? Karmic soulmate, fallen lovers. This could be anyone. Karmic lovers. Okay? Someone you were once in relationship with tried to poison you. It could be William. William could have tried to poison you. Bill, Billy, Willie, Williamson could have tried to poison you. Yeah, it's yours. That's right. That's right, Omega. It is yours. 100%. Okay? There is deception nearby. Okay? This card is the reading on the back, bled through, the writing on the back, but it says deception nearby. Okay? Deception nearby. So stay alert, stay alive. As I always say, keep it up, soldier. Keep it up, soldier. Stay alert, stay alive. Okay? You might need to be in your king or queen of swords energy at this time. Okay? Again, just being aware of your environment, paying attention. Paying attention. On the other side, we have a nonprofit fraud collective, investigators, nonprofit fraud. So PPP loans, okay? Bank fraud of any sort, okay? A nonprofit who's involved in fraudulent activity. Someone's name could be Sandra. Someone's name could be Chester. Someone's name could be Yolanda. Someone's name could be Johnson. The name Henry. This could be a church. Nearly all churches are nonprofit fraud. Nearly every church, regardless of denomination, nearly every church is nonprofit fraud. They tell you that there is separation between church and state, but no, it is not. The church is after your money, and so is the state. There is very little separation between church and state. Very little, okay? Someone could have a 501c3, 501 or 503c. Someone could have one of those organizations like Black Lives Matter, sorry asses. Don't ever support a group that only represents one race, unless it's the human race. Don't ever support a group that stands up and only fights for one race. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. That is a karmic place. Okay? We're going to go ahead and tie it up here in a moment, all right? Okay, so we have a secret society out here. We have UVA Secret Society, Philanthropic Seven Society. UVA's Secret Society, okay? Philanthropic Seven Society. Take a look at this. We often talk about Skull and Bones. We talk about Freemasons, okay? There are several, okay? There's one called Wolf's Head. There's a secret society at Harvard. Yeah, here's another secret society. Okay, and that secret society is the Philanthropic Seven Society. Okay. All right. I think the room just got quiet. The room just went silent. Who's ever watching this, who's an agent? How did he know about that? What? How does he know about Philanthropic 7 Society? How does he, what? They're in this energy about you, about me, my journey, your journey, somebody's journey in this collective. They're worried about it now. They're worried about it now, okay? Your wife is in another relationship. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. That means what easily fits. So if you're not married, or you're a heterosexual woman and you're married to a man, okay, this could be him and it could not be. Again, what easily fits. Okay, but someone's wife in this energy is in another relationship, and here's your confirmation. Leave the ass. Leave the ass. Don't stay for the kids, okay? Because if you stay in a karmic relationship for the kids, you only damage the kids. You only damage the kids further. They watch you argue, watch you fight, watch the police show up to your house every other day. You only hurt the kids. Get out. File the divorce, file the separation paperwork, and get out and begin a brand new journey, because you might have a new love who's ready to come towards you. Okay? Or will be. Okay? The name's Lexi, Alexis, or Lexus. Someone could drive a Lexus. Okay? All right? And again, I spoke about OthramLabs. You might need to get a DNA test. Okay? The names Austin, Leonard, and Graham. Okay? Austin, Texas. Austin Powers. Austin. First, middle, last name. And Graham. And Leonard. Somebody could go by Lenny Kravitz. Shout out to you, Lenny Kravitz. And shout out to your mama, Roxy Roper. Shout out to your mama, Roxy Roper. Okay? Lenny Kravitz. If I often said if I was a celebrity, or if I was to pick male artists who are in the music industry today, okay, who would I be? Lenny Kravitz, Maxwell, Johnny Gill, yeah, or a country music star like John Party, okay? Luke Bryan, okay? I don't think I'd be Luke Bryan, but yeah. I need to listen to some Luke Bryan. I haven't heard some Luke Bryan. I know like 15 Luke Bryan songs, right? All right, so someone could like country music here in this energy, okay? So a delivery, this delivery could be by someone who's sultry, or the delivery is someone who's sultry, okay? We have trust fund out here. You could be a trust fund baby. My nose is itching. Horn honks, baby. You could be a trust fund baby. Somebody is a trust fund baby in this energy right now. Somebody is a trust fund baby. Okay? Virginia Beach, Washington, D.C., Alexandria, Virginia, okay? Roanoke, Virginia, okay? Virginia. Or this could be someone's name. Virginia. Okay. Lastly, we have a package. And again, we had quite a few double confirmations out here today. Quite a few. Okay. There are many hidden crimes. Okay. So take a look. Many hidden crimes. We got a warlock who's dead out here. Okay. We have synchronized evil. That speaks to many different crimes. Okay. We have a disappearing act. We have nonprofit fraud. Okay. You going through your Job experience takes a lot of evil. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close it out with some angel numbers. Again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. 4 affirmations on the, yeah. It's not, yeah. That's right, Omega. That's right, Omega. It's really not hidden. It's really not. Okay, Divine Source, closing it out with angel numbers. What do we need to close it out with, Divine Source? What do we need to close it out with? I knew this was going to be a long reading. Wow, angel numbers and everything. This is, something's big happening. Something big is happening. Something big is happening. Okay? If you move to a new area, go online and check for the sex offenders in your area. If you just relocated to a new area, go online and check the sex offender registry in your area. Okay? Lucky shirt. Okay? This is for love, peace, optimism. Okay? Transparency. Transparency. That's again one of my favorite words. Okay? Progress and creativity. You could be seeing 0330 again, or you also, like myself, could be a Master Builder 33. Okay? If you are a Master Builder 11 or Master Builder 22 or Master Builder 33, I would definitely, not that I don't want to speak, of course, I want to, I welcome all of them, okay? But I, okay, to my knowledge, have never had a conversation with another Master Builder, to my knowledge. Okay, so I would be very much interested in that as well. All right. We have 4444, speaking of fours, Justice League. Okay. Remember, collective, exercise is a physical exorcism. Exercise is a physical exorcism. Shout out to Justice League. 4444 for blessings in disguise. Okay. This is for overcoming obstacles, hardships. Okay. Strength, again, we got Leo out here, is right here. We got strength out here. Building character and experiences. Okay, again, I thank you so much, Divine Source, for my journey. Thank you for giving me over to the Warlocks. Thank you for the umbilical cord being wrapped around the neck and the left arm. Thank you for the seizures until I was 8 that I healed myself of. Thank you for the new blood filter that was placed on 7/7/17. Okay, thank you, Divine Source, for 20 years in the land of the giants, Central Florida. Thank you so much, Divine Source, for the Scorpios, the warlocks, witches that have come against me, because it's all to make your name great. It's all to make your name great. Okay. 1551 for manifestation, abundance, okay, money, dreams, visions, and prosperity. Shout out to the Ascended Master, Buddha. Buddha is an Ascended Master. Shout out to you, Buddha. That's what I get from this card here. Okay, shout out. All right, thank you, Buddha. 1919 for cycles. We're looking at karma, a warning, judgment, influence, okay? Cycles, changes, and a rebirth. 1919. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. So many of you, I could give shout outs forever. So many of you, thank you so much. Okay. 1212, persistence. Okay. For a shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. Okay. And we have 0550. 0550. Again, the celebrities that I know, do I know any celeb? Oh, so we have not, So when we started the video, if you were not on the video when we started, I rolled the dice. And when I rolled the dice, we got 9911. 9911. And look. For cycles. Divine, I love you so much. I'm just chilling. Look, this is where I am. This is where I am. With Herb Albert's rise, this is where I am. This is where I am. This is where my energy is, collective. This is where my energy is. It's right here. $19.19, double confirmation as we close it out. As in the beginning, in the end, as in the beginning. Okay? So just as it was originally written, you are about to rise. Just as it was originally written, collective, investigators, truth speakers, truth revealers, healers, investigators, you are a healer. Just as it was written at the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Divine source is not playing. Divine source is not playing. What I was going to say before I realized that synchronicity, divine source brought that to my attention, 0550. So we got a couple of celebrities out here. Okay. So Adele, okay. Adele, born on May 5th. Vanessa Bryant, May 5th. 1212, okay? 1212 is for a shift, okay? Enthusiasm, gratitude, commitment, contentment. I said commitment. It says contentment, commitment, okay? Again, one of the first cards out here. Okay. Oh, yep. The name Frederick resonates with me as well. Okay. 1212. Investigators, collective. Thank you so much. Again, if you would like that 30-minute free esoteric conversation with me, feel free to email me. You can also leave a comment in the video. Okay. And then we can synchronize as far as times and dates and that sort of thing. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial. I am an esoteric guide. I was born on 11/29/74. That is the 333rd day of the year. And I was born during the last lunar eclipse of 1974, this lifetime. Thank you so much, Divine Source. Thank you so much, Egyptian deities. Thank you so much, Mayat, for your truth and fairness. As always, collective and investigators, be encouraged.